Hello! It's a year now nearly since we bought Iris, our Chausson. It's due for its habitation service. We've got to take it to Huddersfield, Loudon's where we purchased it from. It's a stipulation that Chausson say that you've got to have it serviced by a reputable Chausson dealer. Unfortunately, it's going to cost us a lot more than what a normal habitation service is. I have got a few little niggly gripes that they can have a look at. Nothing major, but things that's happened over last few weeks, or last few times we've been out, I should say. I'll just go through the list of things that I've got, and then we'll have to go down and empty the motorhome out of everything, because if there's anything in the cupboards, they won't actually do the service because there's risk of damage and they're not liable for damage, anything falling out of cupboards and that. So we're going to have to clear everything out and store it in the actual conservatory. Unfortunately, they want it for a week just to do the habitation service. So it goes in tomorrow, and I'm going to miss going away for Easter weekend because Motorhome's in first habitation service. But it has to be done within a certain time limit, so I'll have to forgo this bank holiday weekend. Anyway, I'll go through the list of little issues I've got, and then I'll show you where I'm having to store everything we fetched out of the actual motorhome. Right, so I've made a list of things for them to look at. I've done it on computer as well, so they can't say they don't know anything about it. I've got myself a copy as well. Right, so things to look at on the habitation service. My Chausson 757 with the registration number. The overcab blind, the actual surround of the overhead cab blind, the corners have never been fitted correctly, and it's one of my little bugbears. You've got gaps around it. It wasn't a critical thing, so I just thought we'd have it done on the habitation service. The actual reversing camera, I don't know what's happened to that. It's just packed up one day. Monitor screen goes a whitey purple. You can't get any picture up and you can't get any menu up, so I think it may be the monitor. But I phoned them up about that, but of course they said they can't do anything until they put a claim into Chausson, so it might not get done on the habitation service. I hope it does. Habitation door, that's never really sat correctly. I've tried adjusting it a little bit myself. So I'm going to get them to look at that. You need to give it either a good push or a good slam to shut it, and you can actually see daylight in one of the corners as well. I noticed last couple of times that as leisure battery, we've had it fully charged when we put it in storage. I can understand if it's in storage for a long time, but the last time I used it was 2 weeks ago when I went to Knaresborough. And I went down to empty the motorhome out yesterday, and I found out that the actual battery was only on 2 bars and it was red. So we have 2 reds, 2 ambers and greens, and it was right down low, so there was no charge in that battery at all. So there's either something discharging the actual battery, the whole control panel being switched off, so in theory there shouldn't be anything draining the battery. But I've got that down for them to look at. Hopefully it is the battery and they just need to replace the battery, which should be done under warranty because it's 2 years on all parts inside the motorhome. Also, I noticed that the small cracks started to propagate from the bottom latch on the actual bedroom windows. Only small at the moment, but I think they could get worse. So they need to have a look at that. That may need a couple of new windows, I'm not sure. And while I was giving motorhome a clean the other day, I have noticed there was a black mark on top of the roof, and I think it's some of the coating that's come off the roof, and it's like the black reinforcing, because it's like a very strong reinforced roof on Chaussons. They do a advert where they actually put a car on top of the roof with a forklift just to show you how strong it is. So I think it might be that, it might just want coating replacing. But all in all, it's been a good motorhome. That's all we've got issues wise. If they can cure some of them and do some warranty claims onto Chausson, I'll be quite happy with that. Like I say, it's been a good little motorhome. We've not had many issues with it. The heating's fantastic, the hot water's fantastic. We just love going away in it. Right, I'll just show you what my conservatory is like with all the... I've got some bits in garage, but with all the work I'm doing in the house, there's much room in garage, so it's all had to go in conservatory. So I'll show you what we've got in the conservatory, just out of all the lockers, cupboards, etc. And then we'll be taking it to Loudon's. We've got to be there for 11 o'clock. I've told them I want a courtesy car, so there better be a courtesy car ready, because I'm not able to get home if I don't. And they've got it for a week, and hopefully it comes out with all the jobs done. Fingers crossed. Right, I'll show you what the conservatory is like. There's not much room to walk around in it, but it's one of those things. Right, so as you can see, I've emptied all the cupboards. We've got all the kitchen stuff there, bits out of tool lockers, wedges, wastewater, screen covers, all sorts of bits. I've got all bits in this corner. I've also got bits in the garage as well, what could fit in there, but most of it's had to come into here. So that's where we're storing it for next week. I didn't film emptying the cupboards and that. It can get rather monotonous and boring watching somebody empty the cupboard. But as you can see, everything's in the conservatory. It's got to be there. Hopefully we get it back within the week and there's nothing major wrong with it. But I'll give you an update once we've got the motorhome back. Anyway, that's it for now. If you like what you see, don't forget to give the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Click that notification bell, and it'll advise you when I've uploaded some more videos. Anyway, all I've got to do is say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy future videos. Bye for now. Bye.